Today we're taking one of the most scenic drives in the Great Smoky Mountains, the Cades Cove Loop, known for incredible mountain views, historic buildings, and some of the best wildlife viewing in the park. This 11-mile loop feels like stepping back into time while surrounded by beauty of the Smokies. Let's hit the loop and see what we can discover. Welcome to Terry Family Adventures, a channel that strives to explore the world and show our kids what beauty holds. On our channel, we not only want to see everything we've dreamed of, but we want to share it with others also. If you enjoy our videos, we ask you to please like and subscribe so we can continue our journey. Good morning from the Great Smoky Mountains.
We got here at 9. We are exploring Cades Cove right now. We're on that 11-mile scenic loop. We are on the trail to go see
The Oliver Cabin.
the John Oliver cabin. Yep. So stick with us, and we're gonna go show you the cabin and a lot more stuff in Cades Cove today.
The John Oliver Cabin is the first structure visitors see along the loop. It's named after one of the first pioneers to move to Cades Cove and is held together mostly by gravity. The notched corners don't have any nails or pegs holding them together.
Okay, so that's gonna be your room, Ava.
This was built in 1820, and it's still standing today. 1820.
Wow, this building is pretty strong. No, probably. When I first walked in here, I got like really busy. See how it feels.
Look at that cool fireplace.
So, as you can see, if you come over here, this is the upstairs.
Is that the upstairs to the 1.5?
It's pretty big. Yeah, it's pretty big.
Could you imagine living here? I mean, arriving here in 1818 like John and Lucretia Oliver did and built this in 1818. 1820 they completed it. Overlooking those beautiful mountains back there. Oh man.
Cades Cove is a broad, verdant valley surrounded by mountains and is one of the most popular destinations in the Great Smokies. It offers some of the best opportunities for wildlife viewing in the park.
Play that? You can play the piano? Imagine coming to church here in the 1800s.
Cades Cove offers the widest variety of historic buildings of any area in the national park. Scattered along the loop roads are 3 churches, a working grist mill, barns, log houses, and many other faithfully restored 18th century and 19th century structures. There are 3 historic churches along the Cades Cove Loop Road. The first one you'll see is a primitive Baptist church, which was actually the second church that was built in Cades Cove. The second is the Methodist Church. Methodists in Cades Cove wanted a place to worship of their own, and the church was built in the 1820s. The Missionary Baptist Church was formed in 1839 when part of the Primitive Baptist Church's congregation split to form a new church that focused on missionary work. If you plan on doing the Cades Cove Loop, allow at least 2 to 4 hours to tour Cades Cove, longer if you walk some of the area's trails.
Did I? This is my water. Yeah, there's some water. Not too big up.
Wow. We made it to Elijah Oliver's cabin. This is pretty spectacular. There's Maddie in the window. And Maddie and Archer. Oh, and there's Ava. Hi, Ava. Is this your house?
Yeah.
Well, this is a good looking house. When did you build this?
Back in the 1970s.
1970s. They're like the 1800s. Holy cow, this would be so cool.
Oh. The doors are super short.
Yeah, they are short. Elijah must not have been very tall.
There's a hole in the
Here's a little out,
I'm gonna grab you.
another little area out here with its own separate fireplace.
Walk through that door. That one's shorter than this one. Yeah.
Wow, these doorways are super short. Ceilings are short. But this is an awesome cabin.
I can barely fit. I know, go through the entrance door.
That's amazing. I think that's the original shed up there. They used this creek, this water to cool. Look at this. This water comes down and they got this. It feeds through this wood and down into this little house. And then it goes into the house. Comes down and out this way. And they use this house to cool their food. Because this is natural spring-fed water. So it stays at a pretty cold temperature year-round. That's pretty cool.
Elijah Oliver is the son of John Oliver, whose cabin we first saw along the Loop Road. He lived in this cabin following the Civil War. This is the John P. Cable Mill area. This historic mill is the only working grist mill in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. In addition to touring the mill, visitors can also explore historic home sites and buildings, including a barn and a smokehouse. The cable mill has become a symbol for the Cades Cove area of Great Smoky Mountains National Park. John P. Cable built his water-powered grist mill and sawmill around 1870. It was one of several in Cades Cove that served its upward of 670 residents. A dam on Mill Creek directs water through a canal to the wooden flume that channels water onto the top of the mill wheel. This activates the mechanism for grinding corn with a mill stone. The same wheel powered a heavy reciprocating blade that cuts logs. Such technology made life easier for the Cove residents. Adjacent to the mill is the Greg Cable House, built in 1879. This is the first and only remaining all-frame house in Cades Cove. All-frame houses were once popular in the Cove, but were removed after the park was created due to their more modern appearance. The Greg Cable House is believed to have been constructed using some of the earliest timber cut on the cable mill.
Cades Cove has wore little Archer out.
They're dancing!
It's a slow go through here. We're averaging about 5 to 10 miles per hour. The Dan Larson Place.
The Dan Lawson Place is unique because of its brick chimney. All of the bricks used to construct the chimney were made in Cades Cove.
More short doors. Staircase. It's amazing how these buildings are still standing. This is old Dan's view off of his front porch. Obviously minus the paved roads and the cars, but could you imagine? This is the Tipton place, or homestead. They're all built in their kind of unique ways, really.
This two-story home was occupied by Miss Lucy and Miss Lizzie Tipton, who were school teachers in Cades Cove. It was owned by their father, Colonel Hamp Tipton. Across the road from the Tipton place, you'll see the Cantilever Barn.
Back porch.
Thanks for joining us on the Cades Cove Scenic Loop Road. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like and subscribe and stay tuned for more Great Smoky Mountains videos. And as always, a family that adventures together stays together.